What's good? Brand Love Sports TV. Shout out to the LDBC Lions Den basketball community. Let's get to it. Listen, this is a video I've been wanting to do for quite some time. I've expressed my views concerning this subject matter, some things about this that I've talked about, but I've never really dug deep into this. And I'm going to tell you, this is one of the reasons why I love Kobe Bryant, respect the man, and why I absolutely despise LeBron James and everything he stands for. Now listen, if you knew me 20 years ago, you would know that I was a LeBron James fan. Now, that dissipated really quickly though. Maybe 5-6 years, and I was like, but I never thought he was as good as Kobe Bryant. But I always believed that Kobe Bryant and LeBron James I could respect both of those guys. But I started to find out early on, and the truth of the matter is, they're not the same guy. Kobe just was always going to be my co-goat behind Michael Jordan. That's just the way the way I viewed it. But I liked LeBron. I was a fan of LeBron James for a while. Believe it or not, Too Raw, me and him both talk about how we both used to be fans of LeBron James. But somewhere along the line, I just started to see that LeBron James was full of crap, just keeping it PG and keeping it Christian, and y'all know which word I really want to say, but I'm not going to say it. But I just started to pick up on the fact that LeBron James just didn't do it for me. Because I always felt like he had the talent to be, because a lot of y'all got him number 2 or 3 or something like that idiot Stephen A. Smith. But I understand why Stephen A. Smith would think that. Because I used to have that mindset too. LeBron James probably number 3. I always had Michael number 1, number 2. And I was like, okay, LeBron James he has the potential to be the 3rd greatest player in NBA history. He does have the skill level. He does have that fan excitement. He did have that. But early on, I said, man, this dude he ain't got no guts, man. I just started to see, to me, he just wasn't taking the game seriously. Like it was a joke to him. It just, to me, I felt like he wasn't taking the game seriously. And that's what it come down to. Michael Jordan and Kobe and them guys was killers, man. You don't have to, that ain't something you can teach. That winner mindset, a true winner, a true champion doesn't have to build a super team. Doesn't have to feel like they need to hide behind the talents of other players to make them great. You either got it or you don't have it. And I was like, man, I started to notice over the years, I'm like, man, he ain't cut like these guys, man. LeBron James ain't got the heart of Kobe and Michael Jordan, man. And I had to accept that. That's one of the things that kind of shifted me away from LeBron James. Because I started to see, I said, man, this dude just ain't that dude, man. I started to catch on real quick, man. And I don't know what it is, but it's something about this dude that it rubs me the wrong way. And the more I thought about it, I was like, man, the difference between Michael Jordan and LeBron James is the fact that to me, he laughing and playing and giggling. If you look at the thumbnail I chose was a physical view of what I saw, of what I think of LeBron James and how to him, he wants to be friends with everybody. He wants to be cool. And look at the picture of Kobe on the left. Kobe is a killer, man. Kobe ain't got no time to be playing around, trying to be cool with everybody. Kobe ain't trying to be your friend. Kobe's trying to take your head off. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. Everything Kobe stood for was hard work, discipline, leadership, take full responsibility, be a leader, you know what I'm saying? Set an example for your teammates. That's what a leader does. A leader takes responsibility. It starts with me. If I'm gonna hold my teammates accountable, I gotta hold myself accountable. And that's the deal. LeBron James don't want to hold himself accountable. He wanna get mad at everybody else, point the finger, and he's such a coward too. Now he's a coward. Like LeBron James, instead of facing his teammates, instead of pulling them to the side, he might do that, but I don't think he's to that level though. He would rather go to management. He's like a little kid in elementary school. Go tell the teacher, tell the principal, instead of just going to the man if he got an issue with him and saying something to him. You know, that's just that's the way a man is cut. And to me, LeBron James, he not cut like that. You know, he won't think, like I said, man, Kobe will take full responsibility. And like, man, if he did wrong when they lost to the Boston Celtics, he said, I got to find a way to get better. The Lakers came back and we beat them. 2 years later, the next year we won the championship. The next year we beat the Boston Celtics. And oh, how sweet that was. But that's like everything that LeBron James stands for is the complete antithesis of what Kobe Bryant stood for. And I'm not saying LeBron James didn't work hard. Of course he worked hard. Like, you don't get that good without working hard. You don't make that much money. I don't know any billionaires that like didn't have to work their tail off to get there. So I do give that when it comes to business, I respect LeBron James. When it comes to the game of basketball, I have zero respect for this man. Zero. Because he's not a leader. Then next thing, he's snaking people, going behind people's backs, getting them traded, getting coaches fired. You know what I'm saying? These people got families. They moved to different cities. They done found a good home, good school system, you know, good church community, all this stuff. He ain't think about that kind of stuff. All he's thinking about that he wants this wing, you know what I'm saying, to go get him. And then you never notice that we do all this work. You see these players on other teams, they thrive. They hitting their three-point shots. As soon as they come to the Los Angeles, or come whatever team LeBron James is on, their productivity goes down. You know why? Because they can't play freely. They got all this pressure on them because all the LeBron James fanboys, Clutch Sports, and nobody wants to play under those kind of conditions. You know what I'm saying? Kobe did have great expectations. You play for the Lakers under Kobe, it was pressure. But at the same time, if it was a problem, Kobe gonna come to you and address you directly. He ain't gotta go to whoever the general manager was at the time or whoever it is. Like, he don't have to do that. Kobe wasn't no snake like that. If Kobe had a problem, he's gonna come straight to you. He's on that. Was he perfect? No, but compared to LeBron, and Kobe grew over time. He became more of a man. He challenged himself. Once Shaq left, Kobe's like, man, I got to step up my game. I got to be better. You know, you ever see that sit-down interview with Kobe and Shaq, when Kobe tells the whole story about how he was a boy. He was like, I had to grow up and be a man. You know what I'm saying? But LeBron James never grew up. He still act like a child, like a petulant child. He's such a narcissist. And it's still everybody else's fault. 23 years in the league, and he still ain't never looked in the mirror and see what the real problem is. Everywhere he goes, the same problem. Trade this guy. No, nigga, you handle your business. You go out there on the basketball court and take care of business and do what you supposed to do, and it don't matter who they go get. You play with the players you got on your team. If the team want to trade, make moves, they make those moves. They don't need you all in the boardrooms, all in the video, dancing, singing. They don't need all of that. You know, this dude don't accept no responsibility. It's everybody's fault. And I love the way the Lakers look now, because all the players, you done got rid of everybody. Anthony Davis ain't there no more. But now, when are you gonna step up and be a man and help the team? And sit your behind down on the bench. Come off the bench, lead the bench team, and go out there and be a part of winning instead of stop being a diva and quit crying like a little girl and be a man. How about you do that and take care of that kind of responsibility? So no, this dude ain't gonna never be no Kobe, man. He ain't everything Kobe stood for. LeBron James, he ain't that dude. And I put the heat on this nigga. I do. I be putting it down on him. All right, let me get off here before my live stream cuts off because of coverage. I'm out. Peace.